Okay, so this is when it all starts popping off. One of the grown-up dolls comes busting through the cabin like Mr. Kool-Aid. This is actually a funny at Ellis. I mean, he was genuinely terrified. Those things look horrible. So then the lady from the colony house, who I say the sacrifices, because we don't see these people, but here they are, so you know something's gonna happen to them. She turns around and that's what she sees. That thing comes at her, and I was thinking, well, drags her to the fire, and I remember when Ethan was like, "What's the fire for?" I guess that's what the fire was for, because I thought that was an odd question for them to ask, but I guess they didn't really hide that very well, because. Or it could have just been nothing. But for me, I'm thinking he asked her that question. It should have meant it had to mean something. So then when she gets dragged to the fire and her face gets pushed in the fire, I'm like, is that why she not purposely why she made it, but just a production thing actually. But anyway, ouch. This is also a funny little scene with the dolls, but I guess it goes with like nightmares, because weird stuff like this would happen in your nightmares. But so they drag her away, and the thing is sitting there with hands on fire. So they show Tabitha, or not Tabitha, they show Donna, and I'm thinking, you see the guy is creeping up behind her, and I'm thinking, this is it. Donna's dead this episode. So the dog gets her and is choking her, and then Tabitha comes behind with that little the thing with the nails in the head that she kept looking at. So she takes that and stabs her through the doll. It kills her. And then Tabitha told them, I remembered how to hurt them. And that thing was walking up with the hands on fire again, the arms on fire, and it just turns around and walks away. Back to Jade in the basement of Colony House. And he is going through the doors. He turns around. Well, he sees a spider on the ceiling again, and then he turns around. He's like, Boyd, where are you? And Boyd's not there now. So he keeps walking, and then all of a sudden, Boyd shows up. And Boyd tells him to be quiet. We need to get out of here, because he's in those tunnels where those things sleep. And I think Jade is like, how are they the tunnels underneath the colony house? And Boyd was just trying to get him to get out of there. So he starts to follow Boyd. He sees little Jade, and he turns around. Boyd doesn't know it, but he turns around and starts following little Jade. So he's in the room where the kids were sacrificed, and he recognizes that room, the Ankui kids. And then little Jade leaves, and then that woman comes out, and she's like, "You should have listened to Boyd." Eesh. And then a couple more come out. So I'm thinking, surely Jade's not gonna die. So they don't tear him apart. They're dragging him to this little tomb or something. They close it up on him. I was like, at least they didn't kill him. Then he looks up, and that little kid sitting there, and he says, "Ankui." That would be terrifying. He wakes up and he is tripping. So here, I guess I was tripping with Jay, because I didn't think he was still in the like in the sheriff's office. I thought all this was really happening. I should have known, but I if did did you guys know? Like, I thought he was really all this stuff was happening. I mean, it was happening, but I didn't realize it was the shrooms. So Boyd tells him, you never left. You looked out the window, because he was like, "How did we get here?" He said, "You looked out the window and you sat down. You've been here for hours." And then Jade tells Boyd, he said, "I know how to get." He said, "I know what to do. I know how to get us out of here." Or that's not exactly what he said, but something to that effect. And Boyd is looking at him like he's not too sure, but okay. But anyway, this was a really good episode. We finally got some answers, and then we have more questions, but that's okay. The doll thing was a trip though, but yeah, that was a good episode. I'm happy with this episode. So we'll see what happens next week. Okay, I forgot about this. So I was supposed to get back to this. Okay, so when they were all running out, running around, you didn't see any of the townspeople, right? None of them were around. The people that come out at night, you didn't see them. But then I looked at the dolls, and it's the same type of monster. So I guess it was this, you know what I mean? Like the teeth, everything is the same thing. It's the same entity or whatever that comes out, and it looks like that, and the teeth come out. So I guess they're one and the same.